Okay, good afternoon everybody. We're out checking some cows that we treated 10 days ago here at the Utah State University herd. And these are the ones that had a huge amount of flies on them. So we're going to check them today and see how the AiM-A is holding up. Okay, most years I don't usually receive customer complaint calls about lack of efficacy until later in the fly season. However, this year with the mild winter, especially in the south, we've been receiving a lot of calls describing pyrethroid resistance earlier than usual. Freezing temperatures usually kill most of the hornfly populations, including those resistant to pyrethroids, which usually helps reset the amount of resistance seen this time of year. Unfortunately, the mild weather can sustain the same resistant fly population from one year to the next. Our best tool to reduce the buildup of resistance in hornfly populations is to rotate chemical classes. Just changing brands is not effective. We need to rotate to a different chemical class to change the mode of action. This year, we have AiM-A Abamectin VetCaps now available, which is really good news for producers using the VetGun for hornfly control. AiM-A Abamectin is an avermectin insecticide in the macrocyclic lactone class of compounds, which is a mode of action completely different than the AiM-L lambda-cyhalothrin VetCaps. Because AiM-L and AiM-A work differently, hornfly treatments with the green AiM-A VetCaps can be rotated with orange AiM-L VetCaps, the pyrethroid, for an effective resistance management program. If your producer is not having problems with resistance, an green-orange rotation during the fly season will help prevent buildup of resistant hornflies in the population. If there is a resistance problem, start with the green AiM-A VetCaps, then rotate back to the AiM-L VetCaps. Now these cattle that we're looking at out here really are comfortable after 10 days. Very few flies back on the cattle. As you can see, this is a pretty wet, it's irrigated pasture ground, so there's plenty of moisture out there for the horn flies, and we have had temperatures the last week and this week up in the mid to upper 90s. So really good hornfly growing conditions, and the AiM-L seems to be at 10 days holding really well, keeping the flies off of these cattle.